I'm sorry I'm like late. I need to put little one to bed. Let me read through chat here real quick. First one, she said if I was sitting the other way, just I drove home. We're done. Nope, not even yet. No, no, Orange doesn't work in a bar. He doesn't work in a bar. So, people who are stupid. The person was too drunk. Fair enough. And sounds like a good reason to drive someone home. Then yeah. Hi Finstar. Hi Orange. Yeah, sorry, I took stream was late today just because of the fact that little one was having a rough time. Yeah, little one was having a rough day. It was just a hassle, and I have to go down for bed. Right, I am just doing a little bit of some promo. I was just taking care of some last minute things. Okay. Buzzer's kind of cute. No bad orange. Hi, hi, Pinsar. And Orange is an okay dude. Sometimes he's got his head in his ass, though. At least I'm not a dragon? What? Orange, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna swap to my live scene now. I'm also going to hit a dragon's up. Oh, I'm going to quickly, before I forget, because of the fact that I'm going into the trial, chat box is going right above my head. You go right above fuck, I forget what the little hair thingy is called. I forget what it's called. Because I was about to say one thing, but I knew that that was not right. I knew it wasn't right. And now I don't remember what it actually is. No, not the bangs. The little sticky uppy thing. The little heart thing that's in my hair that you see at points. Yeah, the little heart thing. It's got an actual term. There's a term for it. Hoge. No, in Japanese they call it no hoge. That's what I was looking for. I was about to say another word that is very similar to it, but that means a whole different thing. No. You'll be in and out, sorry you're at work still? Hey, that's no problem. You make your money. You do your work. You make your money. How is it spelled? Hoge? The Romanized way of spell it is this way. If you actually flip 2 letters in there, it's something completely actually, no, there's one more letter in that other word. If you flip 2 letters and add one more, you actually get another word that is a whole different other thing. We are going to actually get through the final trial tonight. Oh god. Watch me fail 1,000,001 times. And then after I'm done the trial tonight, and once we finish off the game, depending, I might end stream at that point because I do have family coming over tomorrow for dinner. Which is interesting. I think one can accidentally mistake a brand as an idiot. No, but if you have the wrong, if you don't say the right word, you can wind up with something completely different. I, for some strange reason, had Ahigao in my fucking brain and was like, no, that's not right. Why was I thinking that? And then I remembered that I was watching fucking Noble and Nuxtaku before stream, like earlier in the day. I was watching Nuxtaku and Noble from Lost Paws. And of course, those two are absolute Shmentai kings that absolutely just love to talk about Ahigao and all that kind of crap. And it's just like, I don't like that puts images in my. Yeah. I wish right there. A hoge was what I actually was meaning, because that is what the sticky uppy thing in my hair is. That is actually what they call the thing in Makoto's hair, is an ahoge. And his little sister has an ahoge as well. Actually, all the main protagonists, I think, for Danganronpa have an ahoge. Anyways, I don't have enough spots for any more extra action, so yeah.
Final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win.
Yeah. There is a lot. I feel like a Japanese speaker would sit here and be dying of laughter. Oh, what, from my horrible pronunciation of the Japanese language? They probably would be. They would probably be like, she can't speak Japanese well. Haha. That, or she gets words wrong. But then again, I also butcher the fucking English language. So let me continue this.
If you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Oh, lovely. Yeah, this will be fun. Shit. I have a feeling it has to do with the group photo. I think this one's the group photo.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have
Okay.
evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Fuck! All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There is no doubt that this is a trap Monk set. He set it up so we would suspect each other. Yeah, I know that this is a group photo.
You, I have evidence.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that?
The group photo. Oh god, this is gonna be fun because this is gonna be a lot of
It's not just you.
trying to think of.
I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
And as you can see, the one that is Junko is always facing away from the fucking camera or has her face blocked. Oh, you can't see Hiro because of the fact that my face is blocking his head. And you can't see Mukuro and Mondo very well because chat's over top of it. Yeah. Figured as much, in which case...
You have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
This one too, just like I thought. Yeah, see... Junko's always facing away from the camera or is always... or always has her face blocked. But everybody else you can see. There is nobody missing from these photos. Other than the person that is
So the secret
taking
of these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Group I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos, and that person is the ones who got the photo.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Yeah.
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Oh, what is Byakuya's photo is of the swimming pool.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Too bad I couldn't stop on that photo. I really wanted to see more of that photo.
We each saw our picture. We just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
You know, there might be more to this than just Mom coming to try and confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's photos. What is it? What's digging at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Sure, there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's photo, which you can see everybody in the swimming pool area. You can't see Kyoko, unfortunately, but she looked really cute behind me here. Toko is fucking freaking out in the back corner. Celeste never fucking took off. Always in her black golf dress. Hina's, Heroes, and mine. Something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Yeah. The fact that Junko's face is always hidden.
Just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
Yeah. Hello.
So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
How are you this evening?
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Oh my lord. Y'all are fucking dumb.
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either, but is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Memory loss. Amnesia. Am I gonna have to spell amnesia? Fuck, I'm gonna have to spell amnesia. N. E. S. Ah. A? Okay. Danganronpa, maybe give you some spoilers. No.
Somehow, we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Don't want any spoilers. And there's a reason why I actually... Pretty damn sure I remember too. Did I not add that as a tag? No, I didn't. Why did that not go in through my tags? That is weird. Why did my thing not... Wow.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah. We all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Only natural they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
Is totally stupid, obviously.
I think that it's the interview DVD. But we don't want to believe it. If it's truth, we don't have a choice. Otherwise, well, then I
You're
think
saying
it's
we all
the.
got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi?
I promise you, I haven't ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Oh,
The idea that
shit.
we all lost our memories.
Is totally stupid, obviously. You're saying we all got spontaneous? Since when did this turn into?
I promise you, I haven't lost mine ever since I got to this school. I remember everything that's happened.
No, the interview DVD. I think that I thought that this was gonna be harder, but I
Those
think
aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
this one is. I know that it's gonna get harder as I continue along because I'm on mean difficulty, but
Does the same
oh
thing.
god.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is definitely.
Cause it's all true.
Yes, thank you, Monokuma.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but
Oh god.
it's the truth. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then
God.
we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
Well, of course it would, because of the fact that this is one of the very biggest secrets that's fucking being broken open. And you're gonna realize how much memory loss you actually have. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie! You figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come. That hardly matters right now.
The way that they lost their memories is more explained with, a light novel by the name of Danganronpa Zero, I want to say is the name of it. Basically, it takes place before the tragedy.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster,
Oh,
taking
God.
that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
Motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
Ding, ding, ding.
But that part's still a secret. Anyway,
Oh,
I'm
God.
sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Till we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Okay.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course!
Okay.
To be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure? Exactly.
Yeah.
Step up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away. As masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Mastermind, the one controlling Monokuma. Where is the mastermind? No, that is the...
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Ow.
Does make me so sure. Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No.
No.
Hi, Kid Core. Hello, hello. How are you this evening?
There's no
As you can see, I'm doing the last class trial. Oh god, this one's a doozy.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Oh god.
the data center.
You doing okay? That's good to hear.
Monokuma.
How am I tonight? Would be better if it wasn't so flippin' fucking hot. Like, I am not kidding you. It is really hot where I am. It was at like 38 earlier today. It is now like almost 10 o'clock at night and it is like 28 degrees. Still flippin' hot. This is your favorite trial? this is a really well done trial. Like, I actually do like this trial fairly well. The one that is the saddest trial for me forever will be Chihiro's trial. I love Chihiro. Chihiro is such a cute character and such a wonderful little adorable thing.
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
Like, this one just makes everything come together.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
To be honest, you can't pick between this trial or Celestia's. Oh, Celeste's frickin' trial is... That one was also really well done. I actually really did enjoy that too.
Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
Wait till you find out who the mastermind is. I already have an inkling because of the fact that Junko's face is fucking hidden in all the goddamn group photos. And that Mukuro is dead. So the only person that still has to be alive is Junko, and yeah.
They managed to survive all of this.
Yeah. Some body switcheroo fucking shit.
So we're the only ones here? It's not me!
Actually, the only reason I know why it's Junko is because of the fact that, I have actually watched both this one and number 2 being played by somebody else before I even got my hands on these games, because of the fact that I never thought that they would come to PC. And I never owned the system that they were originally on. They were originally on, I want to say, the PSP and the PS Vita, and I never owned those systems growing up when these games first came out. And I already had the sneaking suspicion right from the beginning because of the fact that it just, like... yeah, they Photoshop models to some degree, but they don't wind up Photoshopping them that much. Like, they actually get in shit if they Photoshop... If you Photoshop a model too much, you get in shit. And it's really easy to tell if you Photoshop somebody. I am not wrong. Can tell you that, yeah.
Well, it's not me. I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
I don't know, according to my ex, she thinks I photoshopped half my exes to pretend to date them. Yeah, the only thing, yeah, this trial is extremely long. That's why I decided to hold off and do it as its own separate stream, because of that by the time I finished getting all the evidence together, I had like maybe about an hour and a half left to stream, and I don't think I had enough time to actually do this trial, along with the fact that I do like to sometimes take breaks in between here to actually talk with chat, because I do like to talk to you guys. And oh my lord, Orange. Yeah, no, that I mean, it can be done. It can look flawless. But oh god, people that think that you would Photoshop in other people just to make them jealous or to make them think that, you know, you have this long dating history, they're kind of nuts.
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
There were the other wounds.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
Made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Oh yeah, I have no idea how many days they actually spend inside of this place. That's the thing, is that I don't understand the concept of time in this place. Like, how long it's supposed to have taken place for this whole entire, killing games? Yeah, well, I mean, it's been 2 years, but I'm meaning, like, how long they started with, you know, right at the beginning of the game to now, because of the fact that they only say that Mukuro was killed a few days ago, but that was near when, like, that was just before Sayaka died. And I don't know how many days have passed, really. Like, the concept of time inside, yeah, it's been about, yeah, that would seem about right. If you factor in all the free time days you've got about 2 free time days per chapter. You've got prologue day. So there's prologue day, then there's at least 2 free time days for chapters 1, 2, 3. I think it's only chapters 1 through 3. And then chapter 4, you only get 1 free time day. And chapter 5, you get none. No, chapter 5, you get 1. You get 1 free time day in chapter 5. In chapter 6, you get none, because it automatically goes straight to Deadly Life. I think between all the free time days and the murder/trial days, which were all on the same day, like murder/trial day is the same day, yeah, I think it would be about 2 weeks.
What if, when we discovered her body,
It-
she'd already been
it's
dead
very
for several
hard.
days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
Just because she was the ultimate soldier does not mean, yeah. Because this is the blue-haired girl, Junko copycat, programmer kid, Mondo fatty, Mondo's lover, gamble girl, and big buff girl. Well, yeah. So we had Sayaka and Leon that died on the same day. The Junko copy died before Sayaka. Or was it after Sayaka? You know none of their names, whereas I'm just finishing up the game, so I still remember their names for the most part. I want to say Sayaka, who is the blue-haired girl, she was the first to die. Then there was the Junko copycat, which is Mukuro, I want to say. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I wouldn't actually fucking expect anybody to actually spell them. Because, like, they're all Japanese names, and they're not easy to spell if you don't know. So I want to say that it was Junko Copycat, which is Mukuro. Then Leon died. And then it was Chihiro and Mondo. Then Hifumi, Ishimaru, and Celeste. And I know that her real name is actually Toko something else. Or no. No, it's not Toko. It's something. I know that her last name is Yasuhiro. Which is what Hagekure's first name is. And then there's Sakura.
You're wrong.
But yeah.
She denied me.
Yeah, you was right. Yeah.
Say anything.
Yeah, the only one you're missing in your list is Leon, Baseball Boy. Baseball Boy. That's it. That is his nickname because he's the ultimate baseball star or something like that. Baseball player. Something along those lines. I know it had to do with baseball.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say.
You always forget him. Well, it's not that Leon's forgettable. It's that, unfortunately, him and Sayaka don't really get a lot of attention. Just because of the fact that they're the first two killed off. Also, Toko. No, not Toko. I'm trying to remember what Celeste's real name is, because I know that her last name is actually Yasuhiro. I don't think it was... What was it now? I'm gonna have to look that up now. If you're so sure we're going to deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Keiko. Keiko. Yasuhiro.
So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wins in battle.
Are you finished?
Her profile would...
You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry. There was
Saying you beat me to it, yeah. It's just because I have my phone nearby. Victim was the ultimate soldier who strolled across 1,000 battlefields. Is that how she got all those wounds? No,
Hero was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those.
No, because of in her profile, it's that she didn't have a single wound on her.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much.
Ooh, who's better, Toko Fukawa or Genocide Jack? Ooh, oh, you are throwing the hardball questions. Okay. Oh, God, because... I mean, Toko is kind of depressing. She's very weird, and oh gods, don't even get me started on the whole entire master thing. That is its own thing. Genocide Jack at least seems to have a little bit more of a spine and a personality, but it also is very one-dimensional with the fact that, yeah, serial killer, and I will whip out my scissors at anybody, practically. So, I would say I like Genocide Jack a bit more than Toko. I think that partially also to that, I kind of like the crazy chicks. I think that's just because I'm kind of crazy myself.
Be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Oh my lord, Toko.
So we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
Oh, yeah. I do actually have Ultra Despair Girls. Oh my lord. I do want to play that game as well. But I think I might just play 1, 2, V3, and then I'll come back to Ultra Despair Girls, maybe. I was thinking of playing Ultra Despair Girls in between 1 and 2 to give me a slightly different type of gameplay between the two, but I don't know for sure. The other thing is that also Ultra Despair Girls does kind of fall in between 1 and 2. Like it happens a little bit after 1. Like I want to say like it happens like a short while after 1, like maybe only a couple of weeks at least, and maybe at most maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I want to say.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
And I think parts of Ultra Despair Girls actually run alongside Danganronpa 2 because of the fact that Danganronpa 2 it also takes place after 1, obviously, but
unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence.
the only thing is that Ultra Despair Girls kind of spoils some stuff about a character that shows up in 2. So I don't know if I want to play Ultra Despair Girls before 2 or after 2.
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Play after 2? Yeah, I mean, I know that chronologically, if you were to take all the games and the light novels and everything, Ultra Despair Girls falls before 2 just because of the fact that there's a character in Ultra Despair Girls that shows up in 2.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
The hints in 2 will make more sense, yeah.
So then, what happened last night?
Don't you just love it when you accidentally hit wrong keys when you're trying to type, either whether or not you're on your phone or on your actual desktop? Oh, trust me. There are times where my husband's playing video games on his gaming laptop, and our kiddo, because of how young they are, they're at that phase of where they like to smack things. And of course, smack Papa's keyboard. And then it winds up, I play Final Fantasy 14, And our FC mates get kind of weirded out at first whenever they see the weird spam that comes from him whenever he's in-game. And then it's just like, yeah, tiny child is hitting keyboard.
Makoto,
Obviously
you
trying to
said
curb
you were
it,
attacked in your room by
only
a
so much.
masked assailant.
Your brother is like that? Yeah. I mean, when they're tiny, like baby, it's a little bit expected. And
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
the identity of the one who attacked me, I can't think of it being anyone other than the mastermind.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Oh god. And in that photo with the mastermind being the one to try and it's like the mastermind, it's like, yeah, Mukuro.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it's just like, if you notice in that photo, the person looks really flat-chested in that goddamn lab coat. Meaning that obviously the mastermind was trying to hide their identity.
Sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Mukuro had nails too. Yeah. Even if I didn't see their face. You compare what we know about Mukuro to Mass Attacker. Should be obvious. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be one where I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll tattoo on her hand.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot?
Oh, fuck. You're gonna ask me which hand it was?
Be the hips.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I think it was her right hand. I want to say that I want to grab the right hand and then use it against him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her right hand that the tattoo's on.
You never saw their face, right?
So you can't have. I'm telling you now.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the.
Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot.
Or perhaps. Or could it be.
The hips. The hips. The hips. Sorry. Just the way that at the very end there, because I was holding control to speed it up, it's just like, the hips. The hips. I get amused by this simplest of fucking things.
You never saw their face,
Anyway.
so you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusama.
Their right hand.
No,
This Monokuma dance from anime intro. Oh my lord.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
I mean, the only way that you can get around that, because of the fact that, you know, with the fact that, yeah, Mukuro was disguised as Junko earlier, makeup.
But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
May not be smart, but I know this shot like the back of my hand.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
It's not her. It's really clear. Yeah. Oh, Kyoko. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Hands.
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
There's actually a light novel series that also goes into Kyoko's past, and it actually touches on her very first case and her getting these injuries, I think. Oh my god.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful.
And I don't think makeup can hide that. Yeah, it's scarring. Depends on how severe the scars are. With Kyoko's scarring, oh yeah, no, makeup would never be able to cover that.
On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
Oh my lord, this is all taking place in the same day. Right, chapter 5 and chapter 6 all take place in the same fucking day, practically. Well, I mean, the two trials take place back to back. Holy fuck, yeah. God, that's...
On the contrary, we don't know anything
I think I want to say what happens, but I want to see it, yeah.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Or right in front of all you fuckers.
After she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Okay, Toko, we get it. You like to insult people that you don't like.
She was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else in this school. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Wow, I wouldn't have guessed there.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. The tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Yes, I do know that Makoto has a sister because she is mentioned at the beginning of the game. She is mentioned during the very first motive for the very first chapter. Kamaru, I want to say is her name. Kamaru? Say that's her name. I could be wrong though. But yes, I do remember that he does have a sister. And I'm pretty sure that actually his sister and Toko / Genocide Jill are the ones that are the main two protagonists of Ultra Despair Girls.
Then they simply left it as it was to
Mhm.
protect against the
Syrian.
spring and put the code
She
on
looks
it
so different.
afterwards.
And I said her name right, yeah. Yeah, and I think that has to do with the fact that they kind of went with a different look for her. The other thing is that because of the fact that when the video was originally taken, oh yeah, I understood that UDG was Ultra Despair Girls. That when the video that, was to, wish Makoto luck on, getting in that, wishing him luck while he's at Hope's Peak. That was taken back when he originally went to Hope's Peak, which was about 2 years ago. So in 2 years, a girl can change in 2 years. Fairly drastically. But they also, I think they went with some slight changes for her look. Between, when she's first seen in Makoto's video for the motive for first chapter, and when you finally see her in Ultra Despair Girls. I think they wanted to try and change her look to some degree. They couldn't change it too drastically because otherwise then it would wind up not fitting. Yeah.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty
Genocide Jack's voice sounds so much better in alternate spirals. Yeah, I don't know if they changed voice actress for Genocide Jack, or if they just gave the actress a little bit more of a direction. Like, if they gave her better direction for what they wanted, and she was able to, like, fulfill that role a little bit better.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Yeah. The way that they work with the voices, especially in future things, it winds up... Some of it actually is a lot better.
The biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Oh god. I'm not looking forward to Danganronpa 2 though, because I don't want to see one particular character die all over again. I've already watched Danganronpa 3, the anime, End of Hope's Peak, the End of Hope's Peak, Despair Side. Oh god, that broke me. When I watched the one episode, oh god, it broke me. I love the character. Oh, God, I'm gonna be an absolute mess. I know when I come to that game. Oh god. An inconsistency in the biolab. Yeah, 2 is sad, I kid you, not I cried, yeah. Like, this had me tearing up a little bit, especially with Chihiro, because I really like Chihiro. And actually, when I did the 4th trial, I actually had to step away. And actually, after I finished the trial, I kind of stepped away, and then I finished out the end of the chapter, and then I went and played some Sims 4 on stream instead to kind of lighten the mood afterwards, because it was just so... God, Sakura's trial was so heavy for me. Just because suicide is a very heavy topic, and oh god, that was a hard one. Alter Ego was pretty sad. That was pretty sad too, but... Oh.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Such a child. I need to pull myself together and think. Inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Oh yeah, Komaru, yeah, she definitely changes. Oh my lord. Actually, if I were to pull up an image of Komaru... Let me look up Komaru. Oh no, right there. Yeah, she gets a bit of a hairstyle change. And I think just with the fact that as she got older, I think she filled out the chest a little bit more too. That was about it. Hairstyle change and filled out in the chest more, other than, you know, uniform change as well. But clothing changes are meh.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Makoto's mom is hot.
Your mom, your think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up... Oh yeah, Makoto is older than her. Yeah. Makoto... Yeah, I knew that Makoto was older than Kamaru. Yeah, Kamaru was his little sister. Good. I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Oh no! Oh god, this is gonna be fucking hell.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Yeah, I know, I used,
Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? 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 I'm not listening.
Biolab light.
This should prove it.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, it's the biolab lights, but oh god, it was... I hate that fucking bullet time hell.
About is the lights.
God,
What are
yeah.
you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Yeah, and there's only 9 bodies in there.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Oh my lordy, hero. Are you that dumb? God. If only 9 lights were on, where is the 10th body? Where is a 10th body? 9 lights doesn't make sense. There should be 10 lights.
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right, that's the key to solving this mystery. Big Lady Junsei Mino died. Yeah. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Big Junko. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Thank you for that consumed liquids. Give me just a moment here. I will... Thank you again for that consumed liquids. Mondo was 5th. Taka was 6th. Then Hifumi was 7th. Celeste was 8th. Sakura was 9th. And victim 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Oh, so I did my list backwards. I have no idea what you mean by you did this backwards. Pretty sure that you had everybody in the right order. You just were missing Leon. Yeah, you had blue-haired girl, Junko copycat, programmer kid, Mondo, fatty man, Mondo's lover, gamble girl, big buff girl. Oh, the only one that you had back, the other one that you had backwards was, but they, well, yeah. Taka died first and then Hifumi. So it would have been Mondo's lover and then Fatty. Yeah, it was Mondo's lover and then Fatty, and you forgot about Leon. But it seems like everybody forgets about Leon and Sayaka. But also, I think that in some of the behind-the-scenes stuff for the game, some of the developers actually said that the reason why Sayaka and Leon died first, like they were the first ones dead, was just because of the fact that their bodies were used as templates for everybody else, and they were sick and tired of seeing them. So they wanted to kill them off so that way they didn't have to look at them anymore. Like the art department and the developers that, you know, were putting the game together, they just were tired of seeing them repeatedly because they were the basis. They were the basis for everybody else for the most part, and it's just like, oh gods.
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense?
I got it!
Same person was killed twice.
The same person was killed twice.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
Yes, Kyoko, being smart, get into it! Yes.
There could have been
Oh,
10
God.
kills, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Oh, Monokuma, your whole entire plan is falling apart.
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
Thank you, Kyoko. This is why I love you. Kyoko is definitely, okay, out of the whole entire Danganronpa series so far that I know of, Kyoko's second best girl. Best girl goes to Chiaki. Nobody can change my mind. Unless somebody in Danganronpa V3 changes my mind. I haven't played that one yet.
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
I mean, if we were strictly going just Danganronpa 1, Kyoko's best girl. It's Akane. Akane. She's the big buff girl in 2, isn't she?
Someone else that Mukuro was killed as. Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Thank you.
Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru?
Right.
Hifumi
Okay.
Yamada?
And she's from
Celestia Lu whatever?
with her. I guess she's from
Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered
Junko.
No, that's wrong. Junko.
Yeah, Akane is from Danganronpa 2. It's like that.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Makoto wins this trial.
Those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Mm-hmm.
Her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really
I also do like the
and Junko are the same person?
I do love the fact that there is a Danganronpa if that is in the bonus scenes for this. And I love the fact that, you know, that is one of the bonuses that you get.
Wait, so then what does it all mean?
Rich man finally put it together.
There have been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
No, it's not.
Junko's body. And made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's
Togami thinks he's all that, yeah. I mean, the only reason I like Togami is just pure aesthetics. He's a shit character. I hate him. He's a dick.
total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
I mean, the only reason, pure aesthetic-wise, just because of the fact that I like kind of tall, thin boys with glasses. Yeah, I have a type. I have a type. I'm not kidding. Every guy I've ever been with has been mostly tall, usually thin, and wore glasses in one way or another, whether or not they were reading glasses or if they were needing glasses for like distance. Yeah. Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? Can we really believe that? No. It's not Mukuro. It's Junko that's still alive. Fair point. I'll say that's her profile that's used for this one.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
It's a long time. No, she did too. No. What is it? What is it that I need for this one?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma?
Oh, God. Why do I not know this one off the top of my head? This one's not easy. Shit. What is the contradiction in there? Shit. Shit. What is the contradiction again? You can help? I am very much like, I'm trying to think and I'm just like, my brain is going, nope, we're not gonna work with you. Just gotta see them one time. Okay, here.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Think it's what Toko said after Aoi? Okay.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Ah. Stick.
The body we
Let's
found
see
in the garden.
how the body wasn't.
Wasn't Mukuro.
No, it was a profile. Yeah, I decided to break down and go look at a guide because I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a guide for a moment.
That's one thing we can be sure of.
I'm just like, I'll take the guide to fucking see what it is, and it was the profile. It was, I knew it was the profile. I was just trying to think of what one it was, what area it was. I was not paying attention. It was definitely how the body wasn't Negro.
The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
I know you were just wanting to help. No, hey, you were definitely trying to help. You're very knowledgeable in the game. I will admit that. I
Right, Kyoko?
fucking don't remember this game very much.
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Yes, a girl's 3 measurements.
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Meaning that she was petite. Actually, at 97 pounds. Wait, how tall was she again? 5'6" and 97 pounds? That means that that girl was an inch taller than me? But like... about... roughly about 13 pounds lighter than I am. Because I'm like 5'5", but I'm like only weighing at like anywhere in between 110 to 115. Like, I'm very petite myself. I'm very I'm very gangly. It's just
And there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone may look like that, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be.
Here's my answer.
Junko!
Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Big boob lady in still alive, yes. Now that you mention it, yes. The movies is up there. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Did check absolutely. I can say for sure.
Was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
No.
You're withdrawing your previous statement?
It's not wrong because
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided.
not wrong.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Not?
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. Oh Lord, I'm pretty sure. I'm just born dumb. I can't spell for shit yet. Nah. Don't worry. You'll hear me flub the English language many a time. I swear. English is my first language. But I speak very fluently in English. I wind up with such broken English at points. Could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Body double? No. Fuck. Replaced. Come on, give me an A. Oh, fuck you, game. Are you kidding me? Oh. You're gonna be like this now, aren't ya? Give me a goddamn D. Give me the D. Oh god. I hope nobody fucking clips that. Oh god. No, no, no. Oh god. I just realized what I just said.
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
I have a feeling that if Orange is lurking, he probably has clipped that now. Or he's going to clip my VOD. Oh god.
Places?
That's right! Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
But why Junko picked Mukuro?
About to die? Some kind of ninja replacement technique?
I actually really love the interaction between Mukuro and Junko in Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak. I did love that interaction. Oh god, their interactions together were very wonderful.
There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain. They switched to the beginning.
The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
It's like, oh my god, my sister is trying to kill me.
From the beginning.
Ah.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
And I very much praise Spike Chunsoft with Danganronpa, and there not being like random ass panty shots.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Yup. Although she does have a cute style.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah, the reason I tell them apart is because of her freckles. Oh yeah, Mukuro's got freckles. Junko doesn't.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
Or here's an idea with water.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
I love the adorable little freckles.
If she really did use foundation.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Yeah, Mukuro lied about the whole freckles thing. She just put makeup over him.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
Yeah.
Afraid? Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Oh,
Fear is
lordy.
only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Oh, my lord. Yeah, this is where we get this.
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. I've already figured it out. Junko's day, not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. Hold on, Maris has tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. Oh, is it the fucking DVD? Is it the DVD? Oh my lord, it's the goddamn fucking DVD, isn't it?
I got it!
I put this shoulder up, and I put this shoulder up because I don't care. I don't care.
The headmaster.
And which of course went DVD plays. What the heck just happened? Looks like it broke out of service. Just so happened to break just now. Yeah.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show
I'm on
up.
TikTok too much. I don't really follow TikTok. I never understood a lot of the trends. Although I do love seeing some of the cosplay TikToks. Those are kind of cute.
It would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a fluke. Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I gotta reveal that. Okay. Oh, no. Not another one of these. I hate this.
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about?
Oh my lord, I fucking hate this.
anything for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about? That's impossible.
This should prove
Group
it.
photo. Oh, I have a Monokuma cosplay. Okay.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Yeah, cosplays are absolutely like, I am like, some people are really talented and some people are just really, really good at finding ways to make like everyday ordinary clothing work for certain like kind of cosplays. It's depending on the character that you're trying to cosplay. If they're more fantastical and they need like, thank you for that follow, Elfie Elfiers. Welcome into the garden. I hope you're enjoying the content. As I was saying, some cosplays are, you can get away with like just ordinary clothing shopping. Like, there's one particular cosplay that I would love to do, and it's of a character. It's of a character that a character in a manga plays. So the manga is Skippy, the character is Kyoko, and she plays she has a character that she plays as called Setsuka Heel. And oh god, I want to dress as Setsuka Heel, do the whole entire blonde wig and everything, because the only thing is that I look really bad as a blonde. Oh my lord, thank you for that grade! Oh my lord, an elf raid! Hi! Hi, Elfiers! Wow, thank you for that raid! Oh my god. What were you playing tonight? Oh, hi, Charlie. Kestrel! Oh my lord! Hi, guys! Hi! Hi! Okay, I'm gonna take a moment here just to, how about I swap over to my intermission screen just so that way we get, I'm also going to, let me make sure that that works. You were doing some art tonight? Was that the only thing you were doing, or were you doing other things as well? I'm just asking, but I hope that your art did well tonight. Like, you got at least some progress done on it, whatever you were working on. What were you working on tonight? Like, art is a very big thing for me as well. I love art. And, Kestrel, I just love those emotes. They are so cute. Oh, those are Oni's. Oh, those are Oni's emotes. Oh, those are so flippin' adorable. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm in the middle of doing trial the final trial of Danganronpa. God, so I'm getting closer and closer to the end of the game. But welcome in to the Crystal Garden. We were analyzing VTuber designs and Elfie was doodling them. Okay. That's awesome. Oh, wait, Kestrel, you were on their stream tonight, weren't you? I think I saw you tweet about that. I unfortunately saw it right before I was supposed to be starting stream. So that's why I unfortunately wasn't able to go see it, because I was busy dealing with little one and then getting all my stuff set up for stream tonight. I'm sorry that I didn't catch it. But thank you guys for swinging past. Yeah, Orange, there's more people. Behave. Sorry, I like to tell him to behave because sometimes he gets a little out there. But welcome in. I'm Rose. This is the Crystal Garden, and tonight we're playing some Danganronpa. You fell asleep. Why does that not surprise me, Orange? Dude, if you're actually falling asleep, go put your phone on the charger if you need it to be charged, and go get some real sleep, okay, buddy? Don't worry, I'm working on getting my VODs up on my YouTube and everything. Yeah. You wanted to support cause cool friend? Yeah. Rose, behave. Hi! I always behave. This is my garden. This is my domain. Nobody tells me to behave. Actually, no, there is one person that could tell me to behave. But they're not awake right now. Sleep, we don't know her. Yeah, so yeah, tonight was just I'm finishing out Danganronpa because, oh god, this has been a long road. Like, oh my lord, it's been a long, long journey. I'm not sitting. Orange, please, can you behave for one night? Can you behave for like 10 minutes at most? But thank you again for that raid and for those follows. Don't mind Orange. I'm gonna eventually get an emote that is gonna be the as my friend Haya calls it, the bat stick. Orange bonk. Yeah. Bonk him on the head with the bat stick. Don't worry, I wouldn't actually bop. Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah. Bap you, bonk you with the horny stick. Bad Orange. Bad. Oh no. Oh god. Orange, no! No! I've known Orange for a long time, so that's the only reason why he's actually getting away with the shit he's saying to me. That is the only reason he's getting away with the shit he says to me. It's because I've known him for years. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, so you're gonna dip. Hope I have a great rest of my shoot. Alright, Castro, have yourself a good night, good sleep. And I hope to eventually catch you streaming in the future here. I know that you got a capture card, and I look forward to whatever games you actually start streaming. Orange Kids here, I think. Kid Corp, my streams are rated for me, are not family friendly. Yeah, you hope so too. Yeah, I hope that you once you get your setup all set back up and everything, and that you're all settled in, that you'll be able to start streaming again. I look forward to seeing you stream, and actually, I really would love to do a stream with you in the future. Hopefully some of us can sit down and actually talk and figure out stream stuff, because I would love to collab with some people. And yeah, you could stop. You could. But hi, Cameron. Hi. Oh my lord, is everybody gonna start showing up now? I've been on the same screen for a while in this game. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry to do this right after a raid, like, well, not right after a raid, like, about 7 minutes after a raid, but, I need to go and get, like, some cold water, because my water my water has gotten very warm, because it is warm where I'm living right now. Yeah, so, I will be right back. I promise you this. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm really sorry to have, like, dipped there, like, shortly after, you know, raid happened and everything, and everybody started talking. But I needed to get up desperately. Partially because I also needed to go use the ladies' room. But I needed also more water. Gotta stay hydrated. How about we continue with Chapter 6's trial? This is where we go into the second half of the trial. This will be fun. Oh, yeah.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. Junko's face is always hidden. You never see her face. Is Junko's face.
Junko's face.
Don't apologize.
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words,
Oh, Makoto, really?
at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
But I think I see where people manage to, like, ship Leon and Sayaka, because, oh gods, they look so cute next to one another.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Even Kusaba managed to make her way into a photo. Yeah, Mukuro was in every last one of those photos.
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation.
This killing game.
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
What?
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
I'll never understand that Xanadu one.
Wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
Of course there are a couple. Yeah. Okay. Oh my lord. Whole body out. Gotten a knife. No, that's not. think it's that. It's just Xanadu. It's just Xanadu is a thing in American film media. Yeah, I vaguely know of Xanadu. Thank you for that follow, Kid Core. Yeah, yeah, I know that Xanadu is a film, you have to go, you're sorry. Don't apologize. You are perfectly fine. I hope that you had a wonderful, I hope that you enjoyed the content tonight. And I hope to see you again in the future. Have yourself a good night, Kid Core.
The killer is you!
Okay.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue.
Now I'm hoping that I got these correct.
Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
If you haven't seen it, you won't get it as hard as yeah. I vaguely know of Xanadu just because of the fact that
And then attacked me.
it was touched by a channel that I watch on YouTube called Musical Hell. Mostly because I love watching. Remember Junko's last verse? Yeah, Xanadu ×2. Yeah.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Ooh,
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken
Oh, remember
place.
Junko? Yeah, Junko in quotation marks. That's hers. Something along the lines of like, I can't believe this, or like, she couldn't believe that, basically, that this had happened. I don't remember them exactly because it's just, been a while since the beginning of the game.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
Oh.
And the one who
Oh
carried
no,
it
I
all
better
out
not
was
have
the
hiccups
true
now.
mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima. That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Thank you for that consume liquids. I will do so in a moment here. Oh. Not what I meant to hit. This wasn't supposed to why me. Yeah. I was like, Okay, I've consumed liquids. Yeah, it was something along the lines of, but this wasn't supposed to why me. Yeah, that because it wasn't supposed to go that way. Originally, the plan I think was for there to be a trapdoor that opens. I think that's what it was, and she wasn't expecting to be killed.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of
Next
the case?
case.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Yes, as ultimate despair, Junko and Oshima.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh my lord. And I love this voice actress because she does so many different voices for Junko.
Swear your fealty to us. We will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Yeah, thanks.
Did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind. She's the real Junko and Oshima.
Looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Although, oh my lord, isn't this a reference to JoJo? I think I've heard some people say that this is a reference to JoJo. With her stance.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm pretty sure I've seen her somewhere once. Before arriving at school. Junko, stop being melodramatic.
Before
Yeah.
I ever came to this school, I remember seeing a magazine cover.
I think that it's a JoJo's reference. It is. Yeah. I've never actually watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like,
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? I can't. I tried. I did try. Ah. Yeah, you know, edit to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real. Ah.
Sometimes a little.
Then they killed a dog in episode 1 and you were totally out? Oh no.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So
Oh my
basically,
lord.
Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Oh my lord.
We were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Oh my lord. The thing is that you count the one Mukuro and then you stop because that's all there is.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking
Yes, yeah.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean.
Mukuro was a stand-in for Mokuna? Because I'm the Joker? Okay.
Suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
I adore her. Yeah. Junko is a wonderful character. Like, she is an interesting character.
Everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Yeah, she totally killed her. So.
Behind to
Yeah.
run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
Oh no. Mokna, because I'm sure I told her. Yeah, she totally killed her. Oh, not a clamper. Mokna. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read anything from Clamp, so I'm sorry that I'm not getting the reference right away here. I probably would get the reference if I saw an image, probably. Actually, wait. Mokuna. That sounds... The more I'm saying that name, the more it sounds familiar. Why do I want to say that there was a Mokuna in Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles? And Holic. Cloudcard, Sakura, Holic. Yeah, Holic. I do remember Holic. Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle also was tied with Holic. I remember that actually to get the best way to read that story, you have to read both Holic and Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles together. Mokuna. Oh, is that the little bunny thing? The thing with the really long floppy ears? One of them was white with a red jewel, the other one was like a almost black, like it looked like a purpley black with like a blue jewel, I want to say. Like, the one that was white was more like a white with a red tinge, with a red jewel on its head. Is that... Am I thinking of the right thing? Am I thinking of the right character? You count them 1 Mokuna, 2 Mokuna, and then you stop because that's all there is. Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it took me a while because, oh god, it's been a while.
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
I do.
Sadly,
Aw,
my ability to
thank
map
you.
my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Oh,
In the
my.
utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
No one even knows about Clamp. See, I know of Clamp because I actually love Cardcaptor Sakura. I'm actually planning to try and get my hands on all of the manga at some point. I was rewatching it actually with my hubby on Netflix because he remembers Cardcaptor Sakura when he was growing up to some degree. I loved Cardcaptor Sakura. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. Actually, my father was the biggest anime fan, even without knowing that what he was watching was anime. He just classified it as all cartoons. So he watched, like, Cardcaptor Sakura, he watched Sailor Moon with me, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I mostly kind of zoned out whenever Dragon Ball came on. Mostly because Dragon Ball wasn't my favorite. Rose and Maiden? I don't recognize that one, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, because I live on the Pacific Coast, along with the fact that, growing up, me and my sibling actually had to go to our room at like 7 o'clock at night for quiet time. We had no TV in our room. The TV was in the living room. And my parents wanted quiet time because they also had very little time together due to the fact that they worked full-time jobs. So, and they would have to leave the house fairly early in the morning in order to leave our small town to go to the next city over to go work and then come home. And it was so I never really saw anything that was on late night. Like, I never watched Inuyasha growing up because it was on in a later time block. And the other thing is that also my parents had control of the TV, meaning that usually if there was a hockey game, football game, and by football I'm meaning like NFL, CFL, not what the US and Canada calls soccer. You had to legit sneak into the living room to watch Inuyasha. I couldn't even do that because of the fact that you grew up in Hockey Town. Oh god. My dad was a hockey nut. He watched hockey like from when he was a kid. My dad is a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, through and through. Which makes hockey nights interesting because my mom's a Montreal fan. Red Wings. I actually do not like hockey myself, just because of the fact that the playoffs land right around my birthday every year. Like, the finals for the playoffs, like the Stanley Cup finals. And it always overshadows my birthday, and I disliked hockey due to that. My mom tried her best to, make my birthday special for me, but it always felt like, Dad never paid attention. So I always wound up having my birthday overshadowed it's just like, okay. Hockey. Football I actually enjoy just because of the fact that the season runs, like, usually the start of the season is, you have a summer birthday, so yeah. My hubs has got a winter birthday. And thank goodness our little one has a fall birthday. Thank God their birthday didn't land in December. I don't think we could handle another December baby. There's enough people in my family that have December birthdays, and it's just, I honestly, there's a reason why I would actually wind up doing calculations for when we want to have second kid. So that way I make sure that I've got a wide enough window that, yeah, no, kiddo's not going to get born in December. Not unless there is some weird complication. I wouldn't want a December baby. No way, no how. Just because a lot of kids that are born in December, they get their birthdays overshadowed by Christmas. So badly. I feel so bad for any kid that's born in December. Especially if their family does celebrate Christmas. But that's neither here nor there. Time to get back to the game. Yeah, Christmas isn't even real. Yeah.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
Yeah.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
God, she's such a liar.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, what? Uh-huh. This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
Funny, since Monokuma didn't ever lie.
Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
God.
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just normal people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Junko? Nobody wants to know about your weird fetish.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Crazy bitch! Don't stick your dick in crazy!
Sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister,
and only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin
God,
to
it
describe
kills me. Oh God.
Suicide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So, hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that
La Shepherd, yes. Hi, Nayakura. This is my little brother nearly killed me. Yeah, no. God. I would do it. And like, I lost somebody who was a really close friend to me, like one that I would have almost classified as a sister. That broke me. It broke me when she passed. God. And I don't even want to imagine. I would, ugh. If I ever lost my younger sibling, it makes you look at doors way differently. Well, let me just say that if I ever lost my younger sibling, things would be massively different. And oh god, probably would wind up having me be on break for quite a while. And oh lordy. Oh lordy. There's just
Don't you mean
I
that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
can just leave. Just walk out and who would notice? How long would it take for them to realize I was gone? Ugh.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about
30
the next
minutes, that's the
one?
answer. Yeesh.
Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Damn straight ain't Makoto. Shut up, Makoto. Wow. Okay, I understand that I pick on Makoto a lot, but oh, I didn't realize that Makoto just got this much hate.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Oh my lord.
Fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Makuma told us. The memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to.
I got it!
The motives?
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
We all lost as soon as Sayaka lost her mind. Everyone just lost? Yeah.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Human connections. What the fuck, her voice? I like it, but it sounds annoying. Oh yeah, there's only one good ending, and it's not the good ending yet. Nyan, Junko's voice changes a lot in this. Like, she'll go from one fucking mood to another, to another, to another, like...
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing
She
to do.
sounds so dead, and I like it, but fuck, I hate it. Yeah, it's understandable.
Did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Past.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
I got it!
Greed. It was money.
Money, wasn't it? Greed.
Makoto peed the bed until 5th grade. Yeah. That was a lame one. Bunny outfit. Oh god.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Motive was... betrayal?
In her case,
Yeah.
it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world.
I kind of like her hoity-toity, like, royal voice.
Referred to as the seed of despair.
She's wrong.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
There are only a handful of reasons that lead to kill, yeah. There are very senseless reasons for killing. Yeah, there's very... It usually boils down to, again, down to usually the basic 4. It usually boils down to those 4 to some degree. There are a couple of extras, but most of the time it's one of those 4. Whether it be for greed, for relationship, yeah, watching Law & Order teaches you everything you need to know here.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I
Greed,
understand that?
fear, pride, envy, and emptiness. Lust. The 7 deadly sins would basically kind of
What? Why the hell
feed
would having
into...
memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
Us often has to do with pride and envy. Yeah.
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Oh my lord. What the fuck?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
Fear can be a motive as well. Yeah.
Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious
Oh,
to
Lordy.
claw your way back into.
Oh god.
dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
Good lordy.
What am I looking at?
Still want to leave?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should be recognized? This whole thing is insane.
Is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial. Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the
I
meaning
find
of
this
the
sort of
footage
right.
I saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember.
No! Oh, has the debate come to... Utterly hopeless, my victories for me. Alright, so...
Is this really the end for all of us?
Yeah. What? Oh, just because I accidentally clicked it? Oh, fuck you, game. God, this thing is gonna make it fucking hard. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Come on, bitches! Remember
Okay.
or die! What the fuck happened?
You want us to when it comes to that crazy I don't understand it. What's the meaning of the Is this another one of your practical
I mean, you're telling us what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody.
Genocide Jack. Oh my lord.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Joker, Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance that they still have memories.
There's a potential that that's what it is.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko shouldn't even know about Cho.
You're the only one we can rely on now.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer! Boy, she just gave in like it's nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered.
I think they've got very limited knowledge of one another, which would make sense for, as they call it in the game, I think they do call it split personality, which more recently has been called, yeah, DID, dissociative identity disorder. Now, from what little I do from what little knowledge I know of it, the different personalities within it, they do have some knowledge of one another at points. Yeah, there's never been a true case of it. It's really hard to... It is hard to actually diagnose it and prove its validity.
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
Personalities do, yes, but the host has no knowledge of the personalities. That's what makes it real. That is not always true. From what I understand from what little I have watched it, yeah, what little I have read about and all that, and listened to about people that do deal with this, that there are times that, you know, the host has no knowledge, and there are times where the host does have limited knowledge of the other personalities.
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
By the way, calling her schizo was disgusting and wrong. Wait, what? Calling who schizo? I'm sorry. Oh, in the game.
Of course I do.
The trial game. Okay.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh.
My god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why
What?
is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
Yeah, there.
It's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yes, the tragedy.
The level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description
Yeah.
in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss
Yeah.
Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Oh my lord.
Hey, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact moment, right?
Oh god, Junko.
The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words,
Oh my lord.
the world has ended. That's
God.
the important thing.
Yeah, god, this is just
Don't just end.
such crazy shit. Really? More than living in high school your entire life? Please.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
So any worse torture?
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
You're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
As long as we're being ridiculous. I'm sorry, I just love that line. That was... Oh my lord, I don't know why, but that was absolutely hilarious to me.
Hey, so, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
You humans chose to kill instead of living together in peace, so...
Fucking bored waiting. I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Yes, break the fourth wall again, why don't you, Jungo?
Do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has
What's
perished.
bored?
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
But it did happen, Makoto. Because your memories are fucking missing. Oh my lord.
Ooh, have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well,
Lord.
if I'm understanding you right,
Hmm.
sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago?
Hmm.
Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Legit the dumbest idiot there, even dumber than Sayaka, and she tried to kill a baseball player. Well, he is so stupidly naive.
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that...
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
They're all legal. They're all super legal. Yeah. I mean, when they first entered the school, they were 16. Roughly. They would have been about 15, 16 probably when they first entered, because high school usually is about grade 10. And usually you're about 15, 16. Yeah, except Hero. Hero was already legal. Hero was like 21 when he first entered the school. Now he's 23. Oh, I didn't even notice that you made a typo there. Brain automatically put the letters in the right way. Yeah, so Hero's like 23, and everybody else is like 17, 18.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that?
Yeah, Brain does that all the time, yeah.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
Easy.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, so him having a kid with blank is super legal. Yeah. I mean, we already went over that ending when we did Chapter 5's trial last week. The rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So memories she took from us our life at Hope's Peak. Yeah, last week we went over Chapter 5 and I got the bad ending, which is the quote-unquote good ending. And then the actual real ending. They call it the bad ending, yeah. There's a bad ending and good ending, but it's not yet. And the bad ending basically loops you back into the trial. And the thing is that ending is actually predicted by Hero if you talk to him. Because he predicts that the mother of his child would be the same as Makoto's child. Which, yeah, it's like, well, in that picture, you can tell that Byakuya had the first kid with Hina. Unless Toko died, Toko's picture is done like how Sayaka's is done there in the right-hand corner, and how whoever's photo is right behind Makoto's portrait on the left-hand side here. Like, Toko's photo is done like that portrait style. And it's Byakuya, Makoto, Hina, and Hiro. And there's 3 kids. There's one that looks very much like Byakuya, one that looks like Makoto, and a very baby, Toko totally didn't make it. And then baby one that looks like Hiro.
Then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years.
To let a serial killer live with you? Probably not.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. That's nothing but our desire. 2 years? Oh no! I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. I fucking need this. Oh. Shit.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just
No!
Surreal.
Damn it.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
Photo, you're wearing a coat over a zip-up hoodie. You don't get a voice. Hero can't do math. Confirmed, yeah.
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a. This is
No! Fuck! I hit the wrong fucking button.
How freaking old?
Everyone's so
Oh my lord. I can't believe that I hit the wrong fucking button.
living here for hell no. I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or any. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, but... Makoto, I'm wearing a coat over a zip-up hoodie. Actually,
There's something I'd like you to take a look at.
depending, I actually probably would have rocked that kind of style just because of that there were just... Most of the time, my hoodies were very lightweight. And I needed another jacket over top because of that. I needed something thicker because of that, you know, some of my heavier jackets didn't have hoods. So I would wear like a really lightweight, sure, but would you sleep in it? No, I wouldn't. That would be absolutely uncomfortable. I would take off both jackets. I would like maybe, I have slept in like, would you wear it every day? If it's the only clothing I've got, yeah. I mean, if I don't have any other clothing in my dresser, then obviously that's about the only outfit that I wear, but... If I had other clothing in my dresser, no, that would not be the same thing. I would not wear the same thing every single day. But also, outside world versus video game logic.
This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, they have a laundry room. And yet they never seem to change their outfits. Ever. But yeah, no, going back to the whole entire coat over a zip-up hoodie. I used to wear a very, very lightweight zip-up hoodie. And wear, like, my, I never actually owned a real leather jacket. All of them were, like, pleather. And, like, I used to wear a pleather jacket over top because I loved it. And usually during the fall, that was good weight for me to wear when I was outside. And then when I got back inside of, like, school or that, I would put my pleather jacket up and I would wear my hoodie around. Yeah, sure, but now your school uniform jacket, yeah. Yeah.
If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
You were a hoodie girl too, you get it? Yeah. Wearing a hood. I love wearing hoodies. I would have different weight of hoodies for different times of year. I had like this really thick purple hoodie that was plaid. Like it was plaid design on the outside, but on the inside it had like this like really thick like fur, like not fur. It was like a really thick black lining that was like kind of like, I don't think that was ever actually treated properly because I got it secondhand. I think it was meant to be kind of like a really nice lining. I can't remember what kind of lining it was supposed to be, but it was a really thick hoodie, and I would be able to, and it had thumb holes in it. That was my favorite thing about that hoodie. I loved hoodies that had thumb holes in the cuffs, because then I could turn around and I could like pull them down, and I could wind up then wearing them kind of like, I just love wearing hoodies that had thumb holes. They were absolutely comforting to me. Yeah.
No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
Love you so much. I want to watch, but I gotta be up in the 5 hours to be like, yeah, enjoy the despair. Yeah, oh gods, I can't believe that I've been going at this for like 3 hours and like 16 minutes now. Have yourself a good night, Cameron. It was wonderful seeing you around. Hopefully work goes well for you, or whatever you're doing later. And thank you for swinging past. You can always watch the rest of the VOD later. Alright. See you, Cameron.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. Just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Okay, Junko, you say.
Just so desperately dark.
Yeah.
The mystery
There we go.
is solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yes.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one more. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do.
Oh, gods.
Always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Did she talk about the moment where we must have lost our memories?
I got it!
When I fainted.
The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough huh?
Oh my lord.
So, I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I
Oh
passed
my
out,
lord.
I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Ah,
I didn't figure out
yes.
much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Ah, yes.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Ah, yes.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Yes. Stuff that, we didn't actually know.
Tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love
Okay.
you so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
Oh lord.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
If I made you some sugar cookies, would you be happy?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair, all mankind?
Let's go back in time 2
Oh
years,
lord.
okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Back to when everyone first came to the school. Wow, I just started to zone out there real bad. Oh god.
Hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Oh no, am I starting to lose steam now?
Came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say It was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the
Oh
entire
god,
world
I'm
will
starting to
follow
zone
the
out
same.
really badly. I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't just... You know what,
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
oh god, I am starting to fade really bad. I can save in the middle of the track. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry to do this, but oh god, I'm like starting to fade really badly. Because I think that I'm finally, crashing. Like, I'm finally crashing after having a fairly long, exhausting day. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it here. I might wind up, in order to finish this off, I might do I might do an extra special stream of just this tonight. Hopefully I can finish it off tonight, but I'm going to, unfortunately, we're gonna go raid somebody. I'm so sorry to anybody that was wanting to continue watching me play more Danganronpa. But thank you for the raid, the follows and everything that you guys dropped for me. We're gonna, I'm just gonna go check to make sure that somebody's not ending their stream anytime soon. And maybe we'll go give him some, give somebody some love. Give me just a moment. Sorry, I don't have any music. I give you like 2 seconds here. I'll turn this on rental. Okay, so there is somebody that's still streaming. We're gonna go give Mike from Because Why Not some love. I wish everybody a good night, a good day. I hope that y'all have a... And I will be back, and I'll be back. I might be late tonight just due to the fact that I've got family coming, so, yeah, so there might be a chance of, stream being late tonight. Like, for Friday night. But I will try to be on time. I wish everybody a good night, and I'll be back with... Hopefully we'll finish Danganronpa tonight. We'll finish it Friday night. We'll finish it then. Alright. Good night, guys.